To be honest, I had high expectations for this chapter. Well, not gonna lie, I had too high expectations. That actually didn't happen, like a Captain Death or a Black Ball Death. But overall, this chapter was solid. I'm not gonna lie, this chapter was solid. Not a super good chapter though, like a 7.3 out of 10. But it's one of those emotional chapters that holds such an emotional moments. This chapter had a pretty good stuff and bad stuff in it. First, let's start with the solid stuff. First, this chapter was solid because it finally delivered the fans' long-awaited moment. I was personally waiting for that specific moment to happen. The long-awaited moment of the Magic Knight captains recognizing Asta. It's safe to say that Asta after this chapter now holds all the respect of the captains. I'm not gonna lie, even though I didn't enjoy the chapter, I loved how Jack and Nozzle finally respected Asta. Even though they called him a peasant, but they respect him nonetheless. When Nozzle said this peasant taught me as a warrior that anyone can fight, like a life pretty cringe though, that anyone can fight for superior opponents, this elaborated that Asta gave Nozzle the strength to stand up against impossible odds and charge it head on with no hesitations, like Lucifero. Or when Jack felt that Asta was doing more than him, that fueled him actually with shame. Like that actually fueled the Magic Captain Knight with shame, and so he now looks at Asta as a rival. Well, Fugolian already has respect for Asta and Miliona has respect for Asta. Even though she doesn't show it, she already accepted Asta and deemed her as her prey long time ago. Overall, this chapter is full of emotions. And I guess it helped Asta and Yuno achieving their own secondary goal, which is to gain the respect of the captains and pretty much the people now, what's left about it, and show that anyone can make it far ahead. Well, also this chapter cliffhanger was pretty good. Yuno's going up against Lucifero and saving Asta. I guess we're not gonna witness Asta's new power-up, but it's safe to say that once he is passed out, he is actually going to awaken something in somewhere. Hopefully it will be related to some angel species powers. Well, let's leave that for the speculation video. And let's leave also Yuno's fighting against Lucifero for the speculation video, because I'm really hyped to make the speculation video. Now, this chapter had flaws in it. Unfortunately, it's not completely perfect. I liked the last chapter more because it showed us such a calm Lucifero, but we will get in it. Now, this chapter had flaws in it. We can't deny the fact that Tobara turned Lucifero into a generic villain. A villain full of strength but loses his temperature when facing against a weak opponent that can damage him. Now, the worst part is Lucifero didn't get cut, he only lost a horn, and he probably can regenerate it. Yet why you make him throw such a temper? Like, come on, man. Like, this was cringe seeing Lucifero change of mood. Like, I never expected to see the Demon King like that. When I heard Demon King word, I think of a villain that's actually calm and has quite the silent anger. Like, yes, everybody needs anger, but come on, a Demon King needs silent anger. I mean, come on, look at Milius. The man, yes, he's a maniac when he's angry, but come on, he has silent anger. Yet you make the man throw a temperature because he only lost a bit of his horn. That's like, come on, stealing a candy from a baby and the baby throwing a temper. Oh, that was quite cringe, not gonna lie, that was quite cringe. Although the fight was not that impressive, to be honest, like, nothing at all. Like, I never expected the fight to be this bad, to be honest with you. The paneling was quite horrendous. I cannot see anything, no attacks, nothing at all. I just saw Jack throwing himself and then getting sent to the moon, or Nozel, or as I like to call him, Lozel, Zarel. It's just saving us and charging head on only to get clapped. Nothing bad, like Miliona and her brother Fugolian. Also, what's happening to Miliona's hands? Because I thought it was cut off. Anyway, this is only bad paneling. Maybe once it gets animated it will be good. Anyway, I didn't expect to see the combined combo attack of the Fergulian brothers, brother and sister. Anyway, this is pretty bad paneling for such a hype moment like that. I thought that Tabata will give that like their own specific panel, their own specific panel. But Tabata actually didn't do that. He just gave them a very small panel with bad situations on it, I guess. Anyway, like see all the panels from the previous chapters against Migakula, against any other opponent. It was so good. But you give Fergulian and Miliona such a panel like that, I'm not gonna lie, that was bad. The combining attack didn't do any damage, it was expected after all. They're just getting knocked out one after the other. There is no fight, just they're throwing themselves and that's it, to get clapped. That's it, to be honest. Also not killing a captain was a turn off for me. I would have liked if Tabata showed the danger of this situation by killing a captain. And I would have liked if Lucifero even if Lucifero lost his horn, which was so stupid, man. Just make him... cut him deeply, I don't care, why you make him lose a horn and throw a temper? I would have liked it if Lucifero, like, once he lost a horn, which sounds stupid, would stare at Asta as a reaction and then dominate him calmly, while saying what he said, like the previous chapter. That would have showed a calm Demon King, that actually worth the title of the Demon King, not a generic fairy tale villain. This is this is Acnologia. Anyway, if I were to rate the chapter, I can go lower than 7.3 out of 10, even though I want to make the chapter a 6.2 out of 10, but I just can't because of the emotions that dominated the chapter and Yuno's tease, Yuno's fight tease, I guess. Anyway, like, this is an overall solid chapter. I can get personal and just rate it down 6.3. If I were to rate that, I would rate it down personally, it would be 6.3 or 6.2. If I were to rate it based on my own rating, not personal one, I would say 7.3 out of 10. Because of the emotions that dominated the chapters, and also unities, and finally both of them achieving their secondary goal.